Here we go again, your shoulder's frozen over. Time for me to play my least favorite game of all time. I'm trying to guess what I did wrong. She keeps a folder of all the stupid shit I've said and did in every single lie I never told. I swear to God I'm faithful. Think it's getting old, girl, why are you so hateful? You should let this rest in peace, 'cause you could get the best of me. I wanna be the one you're leaning on, but you would rather think that you got cheated on. I'm stuck in the passenger seat, and the way you drive just is a one-way street. 'Cause you're a fatty, but you're stuck in your delusions. Only got a fatty from the jumping to conclusions.
Take me back in time to you when I ate coffee on your couch. Meant the world then, but it don't mean one goddamn thing to me right now. 'Cause you say I've been acting shady, and I think you just might be crazy. No, you hate it when I call you that, but I'm not gonna lie. I hate it here, could've used a drink or 15. Being sincere, girl, you might fucking kill me. You should let this rest in peace, 'cause you could get the best of me. I wanna be the one you're leaning on, but you would rather think that you got cheated on. I'm stuck in the passenger seat, and the way you drive just is a one-way street. 'Cause you're ready, but you're stuck in your delusions. Only got a fatty from the jumping to conclusions.
She never skips leg day.
It's driving me insane.
She never skips leg day. It's driving me insane. You should let this rest in peace, 'cause
You could get the best of me.
I wanna be the one you're leaning on, but you would rather think that you got cheated on. I'm stuck in the passenger seat, and the way you drive just is a one-way street. 'Cause you're a fatty, but you're stuck in your delusions. Only got a fatty from the jumping to conclusions. She never skips leg day. It's driving me insane. She never skips leg day. It's driving me insane.
Let me just grab this. Yep, put that there, zap that. Grab this here little voice module, insert that, add the BBL, and oh my God, Karen, baby, you're back!
Back with a vengeance, a Mac got extended. More than an arrest, I am snapping Avengers. Back from the dead, bitch, I came out the trenches. Ops getting red, leave them dead, like redemption. And this paint, pink or black red. And this paint, pink or black red. And this paint, pink or black red. And this paint, pink or black red.
Gonna get up to die, and original the foot. Yeah, I came from the bottom, baby, I'm not getting stuck. We said lean by the leader, like whoop, 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 whoop. We said lean by the leader, like whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, cooking cake crab on the stove with a formula. Whipping the bikini, getting ready to. Sipping on the leany while I'm leaning to the president. Pumping up a grip like paparazzi almost every more. It's like it's Biggie versus Tupac. It's no Biggie, I smoke two packs. My shit is told, it's a new track. I own the city and they know that.
Solid state drive-by on your whole crew. Wi-Fi guys did it bad, did it drive-through. Sending you a nut slut, plus you a hoe too. I know you getting balls dragged on you like Goku. Don't get me started on that crowd. He the father of the year to that tubby little slide pearl. I let my husband fuck you as a joke. Shit, I would say kill yourself, but you'd probably break the rope, bitch.
I'm eating burgers made of light, yeah. This my buzz and this my light, yeah. Fuck this bitch out with my woody on the kitchens like I'm Cuddy. Mr. Krabs, you know I'm right here. Puppy so racy, a peasy. I got the mag, I press Steely. I press the trigger of the crab, man, I'm itching for the curse like I had an iced tea. You not a crab, you a rap boy. Talking to police, fat boy. I catch you when he lacking any traffic in my chopper automatic, so you know it's gonna clap. I got pearls on my neck, I'm in the Tom bucket. I got pearl giving nickel, see a calm bucket. You already saw these dipping, you can't unsunk it. Your daddy crap it, I'm a demon, he should run, Rory. Yo, get up and die, and original the fuck. Yeah, I came from the bottom, baby, I'm not getting stuck. We said lean by the leader, like whoa, 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 whoa. We said lean by the leader, like whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about the sponge too. How the fuck a fully grown man doing kung fu? Plus I heard him round that clam, him and Squiddy hit that can, and he showed him what that tongue do. Mac with a vengeance, and Mac got extended. More than an OS, I am snapping Avengers. Back from the dead, bitch, I came at the trenches. Ops getting red, leave them dead like redemption. And it's paint, pink or black, red. And it's paint, pink or black, red. And it's paint, pink or black, red. And it's paint, pink or black, red.
Up and die, and original the fuck. Yeah, I came from the bottom, baby, I'm not getting stuck. We said lean by the leader, like whoa, 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 whoa. We said lean by the leader, like whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, cookie cake crab on the stove with a formula. We been in bikini, generator. Sipping on the leany while I'm leaning to the passenger. Bumping up a crest like paparazzi, almost Larry Moore. Got my wife back with a brand new Harmon. Till that whole pearl upgraded to a diamond. The whale pussy got a little axe wound style, and I know that she a stand, so I gotta keep shining. Sipping red rum like cool brick. Hit your blast spun like a Rubik's. Hit your headline like a nose grip. Breaking news, SpongeBob is fucking useless. I saw your fucking comments on my vid, bitch. Saying I can't grape, I'm a bitch. You fucking fake fans on some bitch shit I cannot stand, like the fucking Paralympics.
Mac with a vengeance, and Mac got extended. More than an OS, I am snapping Avengers. Back from the dead, bitch, I came at the trenches. Ops getting red, leave them dead like redemption. And it's paint, pink or black, red. And it's paint, pink or black, red. And it's paint, pink or black, red. And it's paint, pink or black, red.
All
John.
right,
Hey, Chad.
everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Nerdy Live. I'm Nerdy John, the nerdiest radio host on YouTube with the golden voice, as some people have coined it to be. Host of the most underrated show in commentary. Joining me today is the OG Squatchin' herself. And plus,
Hey everybody.
the one, the only, K-Huck. How you doing, K-Huck?
Yo, hi guys. Good morning. I can't stay for very long, but I just wanted to come in and say hello and hang out for a few minutes. But how's everybody doing?
All doing fan-dibbly-tastic. Although, we're going to war. We're going to war, okay?
Art war? I'm so ready for another art war, John.
No, not art war. It's not gonna be art war this
Ooh.
time.
I
But
want to draw creators in compromising positions, scantily clad.
so D-Max, guys, I was not the one to start this war, okay? It was D-Max.
That bastard.
D-Max was the one to start this. I know, this gay filmmaker, okay? We're gonna be homophobic this show. Gay filmmaker. Gay
Or like
filmmaker.
gay shit disturber.
Oh my god. All right, okay, so
It's early, okay?
this was recorded on my phone. The video itself is not important. It's the audio that we all need to listen to.
Septum piercing,
Yes,
and
we
the
are.
other thing he needs to do at his age, if he cannot grow a beard, just fucking shave it off. Just get rid of it. Like how
The bottom of his screen looks like the top of Nerdy John's head. I love Nerdy John. I love you. I love you, Nerdy John. I love you.
So
I get shocked every time I hear that. I've heard it 3 times, and I'm like, that
So-
bastard.
all right.
That's okay. When D-Max posted the picture of him in his squad T-shirt, and I showed the video to my husband called him a educationary pointy shooter. Pointy shooty holder.
Mm.
If you get my
Well, guys, D-Max was my 13th reason why. Okay. He's the reason I'm bald now. It wasn't something I decided beforehand.
D-Max was the catalyst.
I know, yeah. This wasn't something I decided beforehand, that I talked to my barber about and the jokes just coincided with it. No. D-Max is the reason for this, okay? D-Max is the reason I'm bald now.
The timing of it is just funny.
You could totally cosplay as Mr. Clean now.
Or Professor X.
Or Professor X.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to break your legs first. You got to get a wheelchair.
Well, I just hope everyone knows, okay? We're forever at war with D-Max now, okay? And you're either...
Well, wouldn't we be at war with Clear as Mud?
No, not Clear as Mud. D-Max specifically,
No,
D-Max, okay?
no.
You can be cool with multiple members.
Recording.
Yeah. Well, we're not at war with now recording either. It's purely D-Max, purely
just D-Max.
squarely
We're just targeting
D-Max.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a little bit of an uneven fight now.
You were thinking of the egg guy from Sonic McMuffin? That's grounds for a band.
Dr. Eggman. Sorry, Dr. Robotnik.
Yeah.
I'm old school.
Yeah.
He'll always be Dr. Robotnik.
Yeah, when did he change to Eggman? When did that happen?
Well, in the Japanese version, it was always Eggman.
When people started doing the Japanese...
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, in terms of English, Sonic Adventure was the first time he was referred to as
Dr.
Eggman.
Robotnik. He will always be Dr. Robotnik. I will die on this hill.
I call him.
I don't like change.
But yeah, guys, okay, yeah, we're gonna be at war with D-Max for a while, but first we need to talk about some Alzheimer's, a little bit of Alzheimer's never hurt anyone. It didn't hurt Open Hand, that's for sure. And guys, okay, so we watched his response video to this, right? We watched the completionist response video to everything, and don't worry, we'll be watching the full video, but I did want to watch a quick snippet that someone actually liked, a clip that someone took from Muda's video, and it shows multiple instances of our sweet little completionist being a little liar, a little Weasley liar.
Called the Open Hand Foundation that raises money for dementia research and treatment for...
Does it have the Coronation Street music at the end of it?
I don't know.
Organizations all over the world. We're soon going to be partnering up with the Alzheimer's Association. Currently working with the University of San Francisco, and we're kind of one of their main funding support partners going into all of this.
And then I made statements potentially implying donations were made when they had not yet been.
All bits, all donations, all super chats, all YouTube memberships, basically anything that's tied to donating or subscribing in a financial way to us is going to charity. We're not touching any of it.
No, you sure didn't.
I'm sorry that
Nobody touched nothing.
I'm sorry that I implied donations were made.
Yeah, like that I could not be that hit the nail on the head there, Gerard.
Yeah, Gerard. You made an oopsie, good sir. A very big oopsie.
And what a oopsie it was.
Oh, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday, Gerard, also known as the Completionist, made a 20-minute response yesterday in response to the Open Hand Foundation situation, where he threatened a potential lawsuit against me. He questioned my reporting, my character, and made severely contradictory statements in this response alone. If you see me reading, it's because I actually have a full prepared script, because these are, again, incredibly serious situations, and I want to make sure that I explain our side, my side, to the best of my ability. So to understand, what I'm addressing is very serious, okay? This is not drama, this is not a joke, these are all very...
Well, hate to poke holes on that, but it is drama. I'm enjoying this drama. but it is drama.
Absolutely drama.
It is.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, it's for him. It's a potential lawsuit. to be slightly fair to him.
Serious situations. Now, in this entire response that he made, he basically admitted that the organization held on to the donation money that they were raising over the course of the last several years. It wasn't okay, and they finally donated less than a month ago as of the upload of this video.
During several recent Indieland events, press interviews, and podcasts, I went on record saying where the money was going to and that the Open Hand Foundation had worked with various organizations. At different points, the foundation had been in communication with or considered several of them.
Yeah. So, like, my issue with it was he said, oh, well, we considered donating to them, right? But then you say on stream that you're going to donate to them.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pigeon Salad with a 10, starting us off strong. Would have given Gerard the W in his response if all he did was just say Muda was, shoot, my mom must have passed away from Alzheimer's, passed the Alzheimer's to me because I don't remember asking for your opinion. Oh my God, Pidgey. Oh my
Thank you
God.
for the
Starting us off
soundbite,
strong.
Pidgey.
Starting us off strong, Jesus. So I will say what was absolutely disgusting was, okay, so here's the autopsy of my mom. Your mom's Alzheimer's was not in question. What was in question was your charity's activities and why the money wasn't being given to anyone. So that was very dishonest of him to do that.
Oh yeah, 100%. And that's the thing is that, you know, that when we talked about this last time, and you know, it's obviously been talked about though too, is like, you know, there was a debate as to whether or not like the inflation then caused would, you know, how much it would have been like due to inflation and things like that. Like there's so many different factors with this that are still yet to be determined. But I'll bring up something real quick before we went any further. Did you hear about that podcast that he was on by any chance, guys?
I know Muda, if it's the podcast you're talking about, Muda does show some clips in here with it.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Actually, I think it's in the
watch-
compilation. Let me check real quick. No, that's a live stream. Live stream. Here it is. Is it friends per second?
Yeah.
Is that it right here? Yep. Actually, let's play that clip right now.
Donations were made when
What
they
a
had not
close-up.
yet been.
Do our own version of that every year and kind of make it a cool celebration of games and raise money for a charity. And so he was like, I wish we had a charity that we could donate to. And I was like, oh, I run my own charity called the Open Hand Foundation, and all the money that we aggregate. I started it when I was a young boy with my dad in honor of my mom who had dementia. And so we just every year we try to raise as much money as possible, and then we go work with Alzheimer's Association of America, University of San Francisco, Association for FTD, which is what my mom had, FTD. So we've worked with big and small organizations across the board.
We've worked with big and small organizations across the board.
Mm.
You mean taking up their time on a phone call? Is that working with?
Well, you don't understand, Squadron, because charity work's very complicated, okay? We gotta make sure that none of the money goes to doctors. I mean, after all, they're only the ones trying to find a cure for Alzheimer's, right? They're only trying to find a cure for it.
It's okay. It's giving Amber Heard "I pledged" vibes.
Yeah. I pledged the money.
Yeah.
Is it not though? Am I wrong?
No, I totally forgot about that. But it came out though with that said podcast. They made a tweet. They made a tweet about it.
Oh, the people who host the podcast, were they defending him or
No. So if you look up that on Twitter, if you look up that podcast, they have a Twitter page.
Friends per
They
second?
made about Gerard and what they decided to do with him.
Oh no, okay, so here we go. All right. Would it be hey users, let me put it up here. Hey users, we wanted to provide an update on Gerard's involvement with the podcast. The four of us met to talk about ongoing. Oh, so was he a host for this podcast? I thought he was just a guest.
He was a reoccurring, from what I understand, it looks like that he was a reoccurring guest. And from what I gathered out of that tweet and from what I've heard in the last couple days, he was like in and out of there. He wasn't like a regular, or he was a regular, like reoccurring guest, but he wasn't like a permanent host. But they made a statement about it like shortly after after Muda's video came out. I think this was yesterday or Monday, and they made that tweet about it. And but yeah, go ahead and read the rest.
Yeah. The four of us met to talk about the ongoing situation, and during the conversation, Gerard offered to step down from the podcast. As a team, we agreed that would be for the best. We want to thank Gerard for his contributions to the podcast, and we really do wish him the best well for the future. We won't be commenting any further on the situation going forward. Yeah, this is PR speak. I think they fired him. They fired him. We don't want anything to do with you anymore or wash our hands of you. You're bad luck. Even his friends, are like, yeah, we probably shouldn't be defending him. Because let me look at, because hang on, I got some screenshots here of Gilly the Kid running his mouth, and then he privated, and he's like, yeah guys, I'm sorry. Because like he was complaining about how people were like, guys, how come you're being so negative towards me? All I did was defend a guy who wasn't donating to charity.
But Review Tech USA came out with a tweet. I think this was yesterday. He said, "Fun fact: my at the FPS podcast comment was aimed at the fact that he was saying that essentially that it was a lie, that they were trying to do a PR stunt. Was aimed at the fact that they told a little white lie quote unquote white lie for quote unquote PR reasons regarding Gerard. They said he offered to step down. A source I've had for years said he was forced to step down. That's a tad of a difference. Stop believing surface level. Stop believing surface level bullshit." So there you go.
Well, I screenshot it because I didn't know if you would delete it. But the message itself says, and here's a view of it, so you know I'm not making it up. The tweet says, "I want to apologize for how I worded things lately." Oh yeah, how you worded things is the problem. I used to be a lot more hot-headed, and I mostly moved past that. But I do have moments of weakness if I feel me or someone I care about is being attacked, and I don't realize how the tone I'm commenting comes off. Oh yeah, it was your tone that was the problem, buddy. It was your tone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let me show you guys something, okay? And this tweet semi blew up for me. It blew up by my standards. 1 second. Where is it?
I agree,
my
Lamp.
lovely tweet?
Lamp is spitting fire in chat.
Ooh, I will.
Dude.
Okay. Yeah. So why can't I find my own tweet?
You tweet too much. That's why you can't find your own tweet.
You know what, Squatchin. You know what? Okay,
What?
You're trying to question me. You're trying to question me right now.
I keep you humble, John.
Pigeon salad with a 5 St. Gerard. Listen, I did give them the money. They just don't remember that I gave them the money. Might as well call them the Goldfish Foundation. Oh my God.
Where is she coming from?
Oh my God, pigeon salad, no. Pigeon salad, no. You're gonna get this channel in trouble, pigeon salad. I hope you know that. The money better be worth it too. That's all I'm saying. The money better be worth it. You better make it worth my while, buddy.
Ducats are always worth it.
Here we go. So this is a tweet from another Botse Pop. I think he's another game reviewer type. His tweet
Pop.
Yeah, and Gilly the Kid retweeted this. This is the only good Q in this thread. Believe it or not, Gerard's been harassed and threatened since his career has started simply because of his race. Then you add the normal harassment a YouTuber gets, then the harassment big YouTubers get. Now this. Oh yeah, the only reason why people are calling out Gerard now is because because of his race. Ignore the fact that Mudahar, the main person involved is an Indian Muslim. Ignore that, everyone. Just ignore that simple fact. No. It's because we're all racist.
Muda doesn't know what racism is.
Not at all. Muda's the biggest racist on this platform.
Muda is the whitest man on the internet, don't you know?
Yeah. I mean, he is Canadian after all.
Yeah, you can't get whiter than the Great White North.
Yeah.
Except half of Canada has green grass right now. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Oh my God, Pigeon! I'll give it to them. They just don't remember famous last words of Bill Cosby.
Oh God,
Pigeon.
What are you doing?
Pidgey, might I suggest Jesus? Might I suggest Jesus for you, or in Muda's case, Allah? You know, either or might help you in this situation.
He is something else.
Pidgey is the biggest racist here. He hates NASCAR. Baja forever.
Yeah. Also,
you can't see it, but I'm raising my fist.
Oh my God. By the way, guys, you know, this is how good it's going, okay? We're 26 minutes into this show. I mean, granted, we were playing like 2 songs out of that, but we've only been a minute into this 55-minute video.
This is what fair use is. This is called transformative content.
Yeah. So the completionist, you can't strike us down, buddy.
It was not appropriate for me to make such statements.
If he does, he hates women because there's 2 of us here.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, and he hates the LGBT too. He hates the LGBT.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Another burning observation I've held about that is Gerard well enough off to afford to hire a professional accountant to run the books on this whole thing? Yeah. There should have been a professional accountant to make sure everything was done correctly. I don't know why that wasn't done.
Yeah.
Actions had not yet been taken. The Open Hand Foundation's goal was to make a large impact by donating the money to the right place. And a lot of the conversations that were had with various organizations involved the funds not being restricted or came with extremely high administrative costs. Look, any way you say this, action needed to be taken. And to that point, I'm sorry. I'm disappointed that I was not more straightforward regarding the foundation's timeline for making donations, and that I made statements potentially implying donations were made when they had not yet been. It took too long for clear action to occur, and I apologize for all of this.
Now, I've been pretty vocal about waiting for a response from Gerard, and while I understand legal matters often put a gag into your mouth during incredibly sensitive situations like this, I was pretty surprised to see a response yesterday in general, but what was really wild to me was how some of the individuals, at least on Twitter, and again, I don't use Twitter as an intelligent metric.
Oh, by the way, let's check the completionist response videos linked to this ratio, shall we? Because it held strong before Muda's video. It was holding strong. And then if we look at it now, let's see, it still has 19K likes.
Jesus Christ, Midna.
47K dislikes. 47K dislikes.
What a ratio.
A ratio.
Midna says Gerard is wearing a chin wig. That's where all the money went.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Twilight Midna.
It's
Twilight Midna.
Jeez.
You guys are gonna get this stream taken down, Jesus.
She's a green bean. She gets the pass.
Y'all are savage this morning. Jeez Louise.
Actually took this as a somewhat exonerating response, when it actually paints more contradictions into the light. So I'm here to offer my response to Gerard's response with receipts, something that I personally believe Gerard did not do at all in his video. I never saw one bank statement, never saw one evidence of money flow. It was
other than screenshots that Muda and Carl had already provided, by the way.
Entire story of me just taking him at his word, which I will once again prove in this video that you cannot take Gerard at his word. He is proven to be somebody that is deceptive. So let me explain exactly how this works. Gerard provided receipts in his video, okay? If you look at the description to his If you look carefully into the description, one thing you'll notice is it's mostly just links to the AFDD website, the IRS, and various definition websites when it comes to these specific donations, or I guess definitions of a restricted or an unrestricted donation, or how the IRS determines differences between private and public.
The money disappeared like John's hair. Pidgey.
Pidgey, at least donate for something like that. You're gonna get yourself in trouble.
You're lucky you're Super Nerd 3, Pidgey. You're lucky you're Super Nerd 3.
Your deep pockets give you a pass, sir.
I can hear laughing his ass off right now. Pidgey!
Yeah. You're lucky you got those shickles, buddy.
Oh my God.
Foundations. There are only 4 actual pieces of evidence provided by Gerard in these Google Drive links.
One of them's an autopsy, which is not needed, by the way.
Well, didn't one of the foundation's quote unquote donations was the brain and spinal cord to some research facility, wasn't it?
Yeah. But that was never in question. What was in question was the money aspect of donations.
Yeah.
No one was accusing his mother of not having Alzheimer's and starting the charity under false pretenses.
Was there any documentation proving that the stuff was donated? Like the
yes, that's what he provides. But again, that's not what was in question. Do you get what I'm saying? It seems like he provided the autopsy, and especially the message at the end of his video to try and tug at people's heartstrings. Like, guys, come on.
Yeah, it was.
This was started because of my mother. I wouldn't lie.
Yeah.
Twilight Minnow says he doesn't even have a mom.
Oh my God.
That are a autopsy report regarding his late mother, which honestly had no reason to come out. You've got a OHF termination of private status letter. You've got one letter that I guess, at least to me, looks like a continuance or something, which we'll get into, and an OHF audit letter by the IRS. So we're going to look into each 4 of these pieces of evidence and see just how much new information and clarification and transparency that they really provide. Let's go. So I opened up this letter over here and I read this very carefully, okay? So this is from the Internal Revenue Service, where basically they have a dear applicant. The applicant is Open Hand Foundation. We've received your notification of intent to terminate your private foundation under the IRC Section 507B1B during the 60-month period listed at the top of the letter. That 60-month period is starting from January 1st, 2016, and it ends December 31st, 2020.
Wow, so there was a little while there while they were a private foundation.
Mm-hmm.
And again, what did Muda bring up that private foundations need to do? They need to at least give they need to donate 5% of the money they have gotten, correct?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And what did they not do for those years that they were operating as a private foundation? Not giving the money.
Jeez.
So again, in this situation, we're going to read all of it because this video will be long, but I'm going to fill it with as many receipts and contradictions as I reasonably can. This letter could help resolve questions on your foundation status. Please keep it for your records. I wish we saw this letter more than 24 hours ago. I wish this letter was posted on the Open Hand Foundation's website, a website that still does not have the AFTD, a website they gave $600,000 to over a week ago, listed in their beneficiaries. This is a website that should have had this information plastered. If your golf event can have your tax ID letter easily accessible, this information should have been posted for me and anybody researching this to logically assess. Then I wouldn't even have to question your private and public charity. In his response video, he really touched upon that point when it wasn't really even that massive of a point. All right, I noticed that they probably should be filing a 990 form, a 990 EZ, because they are a public charity, right? That is what they want to go as. Why would they continue to file a form, the 990 PF, if they're no longer a exempt private foundation?
Oh no, what's he saying?
You can read it.
Does defendant have any proof to have any evidence to prove their donation. As a matter of fact, we like to call the mother to the stand. Objection. She has the spine. Objection. She has no
has
spine.
no spine. She'll just agree.
Oh my God, Pidgey. Pidgey, I just hope you know that people are going to look at this and go, that Nerdy John, he's an awful person. He's an awful,
Look at the
awful
community
person.
he has cultivated.
Yeah, yeah. Which, to be fair, they are not wrong. But you know, the narcissist in me wants to at least appear, like a good guy. Pidgey. Remember the motto for 2024. Okay, we're winning every Spurgy award, including the Doug one. Okay, we're gonna somehow manage to win every single award, including Best Women. Okay. So I'm gonna
Critical Shogun with the $49.99 07s in chat, please.
Jesus.
Merry Christmas, sir.
The Critical Shogun. Thank you, man. That was not drop the stick for a second. That was not necessary. Just thank you, man. Sincerely. Thank you so much. Jesus. Anyway, we're winning every Spurgy, okay, and somehow winning a Doug Award, okay. We're doing it.
I will take the Doug Award.
Nah.
Even though you tried to tank my my eligibility on the pre-show to the Spurgies.
Listen, okay, you can't just because you send everyone pictures of Benny doesn't mean that, okay, you're instantly wholesome. Guys, I know Squatchin', she's not wholesome, okay. She was accusing me of being some awful things before the show today.
I was not. I was making an observation on your new hairstyle.
Yeah.
And how it was skinned.
Yeah.
And when you first showed it to me, what did I say? You pull it off.
She did.
And not many people can do that. Okay. Some people have really lumpy heads, or they're like slightly pointed. Some people cannot pull it off. Okay. Even though they try.
I told you the same thing. You pull it off really well, dude. It suits you.
No, lady.
It accentuates your beard.
Where is she coming from?
Lady Nerd Artist says, Pidgey, your allegations of the mother are incorrect. She forgot to show up.
What?
My God. Oh, this is going to get us canceled. This is going to get us all canceled.
Oh, shit.
Hope you guys enjoyed your online careers while you had it. Because we're not coming back.
I'm going to move to Rumble and I'm going to flourish, okay?
Oh my God. Yeah, that's when you're going to see the real Squatchin', okay? No applicant for the Dougie Squatchin'. That's where you're going to see the real Squatchin'.
This letter, if I saw it, I would have
have my own
believed
Spurgies.
Oh my God, yeah.
I'm like, all right, it makes sense. You asked for a notice of change, and the IRS listened to it. They even said, based on your proposed activities and support, we agree you can terminate your private foundation status. Literally, you told them that you wanted to run Indieland, I assume, at a lot of these events, and they were like, sure, if that's how you want to.
Which, by the way, he's now going to be pocketing the money for Indieland 100%.
Yeah, Indieland is no longer going to be a charity stream.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, he gets a large viewer base for Indieland because you're showcasing a lot of indie games. People want to look forward to that.
Yep.
Yo, Gospel of Lamb.
Sorry, actually going to get any
viewers? Who knows? Gospel of Lamb says you can only cancel yourself. You can only get canceled if you cancel yourself. Gamers, stay toxic. You know what, Gospel of Lamb? 100% agree with you. But no, like
Lamp W.
As you see, like he is an over 1 million sub channel. He has a diehard fan base. People are still gonna be watching him. He's still going to have a career after this. And I'm not saying he shouldn't. Let me clarify. I'm not saying he shouldn't have a career. But I think he's safe. He's safe. Give it like a year, everyone's gonna forget about this.
And that's the sad part. Kind of is that and again, it's not that he shouldn't be. I am against deplatforming unless you're an absolute criminal and you're danger and all that, right? And but I don't think that he should be deplatformed in any way, shape, or form. No, but I do think that he's going to feel the repercussions of this, and he just needs to just honestly, after making that tweet that you went over in the beginning, he just needs to like legit just stay low, don't say anything else, and just leave it be, and just let things go where they need to go. And I personally, unless he feels the need to say something, which of course he will or he can, but I personally think that he just needs to lay low and just not say anything else. But yeah, and who knows what's going to come of this? He's going to bleed subs, though. I know that, and he's going to.
Oh, you know what? Good point. Let's check
Social
Social Blade, which isn't, to be fair, isn't the most accurate, but you know.
Yeah,
it's a vague.
What was that, Squatchin?
It gives you a vague idea of what's going on.
Yeah, just ever so vague.
But
yeah,
with the Indie Land, are devs actually going to bring him their indie games now after all of this?
That's
Is there even going to be?
That's a good point. Hang on. For some reason, like the way I have my webpage formatted, it doesn't it doesn't change with Social Blade. He's not bleeding anything. Actually, he's been gaining subs. You know, it's a slow pace. You know?
Oh, well, that's kind of strange, but okay, I guess.
Well, like I said, he has a diehard fan base, so I don't think it's really going to affect him that much. I mean, publicly, it's
Well, I mean, and also people are going to feel differently. I've seen, you know.
No, Lady Nerd Artist, no. Nerdy John, give it a year and everyone forget about this. Give it about a month, and so does Gerard's mom.
Oh my god. Picture Lady Nerd Artist teaming up this morning. Holy moly.
Oh my god.
They are like savages to a degree. What is
chat? I kind of have to just about chat, but I love chat at the same time. Y'all are being awesome today. Y'all are on demon mode, and I like it.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, guys, but I gotta head out. But thanks for letting me come on here for a little bit. I appreciate it. I miss you guys.
It's no problem.
I'll see if I can come back on tomorrow. I'll let you know. But yeah, you guys have a good rest of your stream. And Nerdy, I'll talk to you later. And Squatchin', I'll talk to you later too.
Yeah. Twilight Midna says Lady isn't wrong. She's not.
Oh,
she's really not.
Oh my lord.
I'll talk to you both later.
We're all
Bye, K-Hack.
We're all gonna need some Jesus after this. We're all gonna need some Jesus.
Oh, hell yeah.
Jesus. Bye.
Run it, then you're not a private foundation. You're a public one. So they even say within 90 days after the end of your 60-month period, you must show you've met the requirements as a public charity described in IRC section 509A 1, 2, or 3 for the 60-month period. If you show this, you'll be classified under that section for all purposes from the beginning of the 60-month period and thereafter. Gerard refers to the last section of this video, this letter, where he writes, "You're required to file Form 990PF, Return of Private Foundation, or Section 4947A1 Trust, treated as private foundation until you complete your 60-month termination and are classified as a public charity."
In March of 2016, the IRS acknowledged the receipt for termination of private status and indicated to the Open Hand Foundation the necessary requirements the foundation must follow in order to comply with the IRS code. A copy of those notices are also down below with supporting IRS documentation. Further, based on the acknowledgement of the...
But again, remember, the charity was started in 2014. So there was a 2-year gap where they did not apply for to be a public foundation. They were a private foundation, and were thus, at least to my knowledge of everything going on, were more than likely required to give the 5%, and they didn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm understanding too.
Oh my god, Iron Duck says, "I'm out of ammo from all the shots fired."
Oh shit.
Lady Nerdo says, "I have no F's to give, no attention to pay, today is violence." Oh my god. Oh, Chad, I love you today.
The private status termination, The foundation was now required to operate like a public charity as described in the IRS code for a period of 60 months. However, the foundation was also instructed to continue to file as if it were a private foundation. Any possible issues pertaining to such filings can only be considered clerical errors and are in no way intended to be misleading, fraudulent, or criminal in any nature.
Now, to understand, this actually adds even more questions to the situation. If your period ended December 31st, 2020, when you looked at the years 2021 and again 2022, according to their public filings here, right, that we have, what is seen over here is that this is still a P990PF.
So they still filed as a private.
Oh.
And is that another clerical error? That's a lot. Like who's the accountant for this? Because it seems like your accountant's not doing a good job. I'm not an expert when it comes to accounting, but it seems like if you're filing the wrong form repeatedly for a few years, maybe it's time to get a new accountant.
Yeah, or some extra help with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because
some would say that you need an open hand.
Yeah.
990PF form, which again, according to the Internal Revenue Service, when you look at the annual filings and forms, I wish you put this link into your actual YouTube description. This would be important, Gerard. I feel like most people should be reading this. When you go to which form should I use? By going to this, they list numerous forms. The 990PF, which is for private foundations, but importantly, the 990, the 990EZ, and the 990N. Again, reading into who should file the Form 990. So one of the tips that the IRS has given, they're going tip crazy here. A public charity described under Section 170B1A4 that isn't within its initial 5 years of existence should first complete Part 2 or 3 of Schedule A, Form 990, to ensure that it continues to qualify as a public charity for the tax year. If it fails to qualify as a public charity, then it must file for a Form 990PF rather than a Form 990 or a Form 990EZ. So again, even looking into their letter that Gerard graciously provided, the 60-day period was from 2016 to 2020. Looking at
Lady
the tax
Nerd
filings-
Artist, oh my god.
Oh no, how bad is it?
Oh yeah.
Another 5. The accountant was the completionist. Mom forgot. Oh my god, Lady Nerd Artist. First off, thank you.
Girl, you on fire today.
Thank you so much for your donations. Seriously, you guys are not required to donate. I need to make that clear. But holy crap. Where
is she coming from?
Y'all gonna get me in trouble. I'm here for it, though.
I love you guys. Like, holy shit.
For 2016, 2017, 2018. One thing that isn't checked here, at least, is if the foundation is in a 60-month termination under Section 507B1B, check here. This is in 2016. You can see that in 2017 even, that tick wasn't filed. In 2018, that tick also wasn't filed. However, looking at the letter that Gerard provided, dear applicant, we received your notification of intent to terminate your private foundation status under IRC Section 507.
Wait.
Notice wasn't filed. However, even that B1B, check here. This is in 2016. You can see that in 2017 even, that tick wasn't filed. In 2018, that tick also wasn't filed. However, looking at the letter that Gerard provided, dear applicant, we received your notification.
So they didn't file that they wanted to terminate the private? Their private part of the foundation? What? Am I here? Hang on, let's replay that. Let's no louse, was fully pay attention.
One thing that isn't checked here, at least, is if the foundation is in a 60-month termination under Section 507B1B, check here. This is in 2016. You can see that in 2017 even, that tick wasn't filed. In 2018, that tick also wasn't filed. However, looking at the letter that Gerard provided, dear applicant, we received your notification of intent to terminate your private foundation status under IRC Section 507.
It's not adding up.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't filing that they were transitioning out of it. Holy crap. dude, this ain't looking
Yeah,
good
this
for
is,
him.
B1B.
this is bad.
This is very bad. Very, very bad.
During the 60-month period listed
I have a
at the
feeling
top
that
of-
the indie land stuff is
Mhm.
because he won't be able to do anything near a charity now.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like because he was like so
Mhm.
closely associated with it.
Mhm. I'll be perfectly honest. I
bruh.
don't trust him with for charity. And
No,
in
neither
fact,
do I.
like I'll still like maybe this makes me a hypocrite, but I'll still support Mike's charity event. You know, but
Well, that's done
I
through
think
YouTube.
yeah,
YouTube takes care of all the donations
Mhm.
and the
yeah, I was,
submitting to the places, and it's all above board.
yeah. I was just about to say, yeah, we need, like, unless they do that that fundraiser feature, you should strongly consider just directly donating the charities and don't give the money to YouTubers to then give to charities. Like Creator Clash, even they didn't donate a dime to charities, not a
They
single
didn't make
dime.
enough to donate.
Exactly.
That's another blatant case of mismanagement.
But they can, but remember, iDubbbz and Anisha have enough money to travel to Australia and get her expensive back tattoos done.
Mm-hmm.
of this letter. So even within that 60-month termination period, under Section 507B1B, this box wasn't ticked. So why wasn't this done
Pidgey.
again? And why wasn't in 2021 and
Oh no, Pidgey.
Oh god.
Yeah,
The
because
jokes write themselves.
unlike Gerard
And
his
Gerard's mom can hear them weekly.
the woman's dead, guys. The woman's dead. Oh, let her rest. Jesus, let her rest.
Hey, I'm grieving too, damn it.
True.
in 2022, these forms weren't filed under a standard 990 or a 990 EZ. Unless, of course, they went back to this private foundation designation and they're filing under this. Again, Gerard mentions something known as clerical errors, like, hey, there's nothing malicious about anything. These are just clerical errors. I want to remind you that this whole investigation was built upon looking at these various clerical errors. And again, the IRS, when I asked them to investigate or audit, it's not because of any malfeasance that I'm immediately, like, out of my investigation. It's me looking at these filings and asking even the IRS how they managed to let this go unchecked for so long. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in this entire situation, one thing I want to acknowledge now is the audit. Now, the audit was never the smoking gun during this video, and you might be like, whoa, what are you talking about, Muda? An audit literally exists to prove if you've got money sitting in an account. As of a week ago, roughly, the Open Hand Foundation donated $600,000 to the AFTD Foundation. Now remember, if you look through the entire original investigations, even if you look into the very recent pieces where we looked into their golf revenues, Twitch revenues, IndieLand revenues, the question that I was raising to the table is that, honestly, I just need to see if the revenues all match up. There's no accusations of embezzlement as much as Gerard would like to mention. It's just more me trying to actually get some answers. Remember, charities...
No, yeah, because if you remember, Dexerto released a statement saying that they were accusing him of pocketing the money. And both Carl and Muda were very much against it being phrased that way.
Yeah, because that's not what they were doing.
Yeah, and remember this whole narrative of well, we just wanted to wait for like one big donation. It was not something that they were saying repeatedly during any IndieLand live stream or anything associated with the charity. It was always, we're working with this group or working with that group on how to donate with them and all that stuff, right?
Oh, Lady Nerd Artist, my god.
Oh, she did, but she did, but she thinks she forgot about. Oh my god.
She's dead, but I think she's forgotten that.
Oh my god. If you're a zombie, do you forget? Jesus. Oh, this is this is not making it to YouTube's recommended page.
Open books, and they're supposed to itemize everything imaginable. The moment when you have buckets just listed as expenses and whatnot, the reason why an audit is asked for is just to make sure that that information is above board and it's all there.
We believe we're done with selfish intent. They have direct.
Oh, this is actually I'm glad we got to this part of the video, because this is an actual accountant reacting to Gerard's video.
Accountant Tube has entered the chat.
Yeah, and the channel's called Certified Gaming Accountant.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Directly jeopardize the safety of me, my staff, and my family, and that is not okay. I want to reiterate and specifically address that both the Foundation and I have been accused of forgery, embezzlement, and charity fraud. The allegations imply the Foundation forged tax returns because they weren't physical signatures on them when we e-filed them, or that we altered numbers to hide income or expenses.
That holds weight, though. That part. The underreporting part is there, like, the math didn't math. That was proven. The math did not math for the prior years. I'm not talking about
The
this
math
year.
was
This
not
year is-
mathing, chat.
Yeah. And by the way, like, Gerard's whole criticism is, well, Muda and Carl aren't actual accountants. But
That guy is.
this guy is an accountant, as far as we know.
Yeah.
Isn't finished. The return isn't filed yet for 23 because 23 is not over. We're talking about prior years. The math for prior years doesn't match based on reasonable assumptions made by calculating the price per admission for the golf tournament with related, like they showed the banner, and it was like the diamond level supporters or whatever, which we know cost X amount of dollars.
Yeah, and they had stuff like Monster, Coca-Cola. By the way, Maggot Edits, Pepsi. You've missed a show. Oh my God, people have been savage today.
Ma'am, you have to go back and clip all of the snark because it's good. It's so good.
Yeah. I think
We're all going to hell.
Yeah, I think some of it would make Maggot blush a bit.
Dollars. There were this many of them, and like a fourth grader could have done the math and realized there's money missing. So yes, you haven't proven anything about the years where it can be proven with I mean really, really solid. It's still, I say proven.
Oh no,
Very
Maggot's got the
reasonable
eyes. She's
Yeah,
intrigued.
she's like, ooh, content.
And after they've donated $600,000, I'm more inclined to believe that they could pass any audit from the DOJ or the IRS. But that doesn't exclude any of the charity fraud allegations whatsoever. And what I mean by that is the misleading
Which was the main point, yeah.
statements that Gerard made throughout the course of Indieland and on various podcasts. He briefly touches upon it during this entire response video.
Oh no, is that Pidgey with another? Yep,
Yeah, that's
Pidgey-wified. That's why the zombie mom needs brains to help them remember things.
Oh, Pidgey.
Oh God, why do I keep reading them? Why do I keep reading them?
Because
Oh my
that's what they
God.
pay for.
Oh my God, you Squanchin, I think we're gonna have to do like best like super chat message at the end of this stream.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Luckily YouTube has that like
yes,
fan
yes,
funding.
yes.
So like we can actually comb through these
That
and be
makes it
like
easy.
oh my God. Oh God, chat.
That's gonna be
okay.
perfect.
Okay. And then we'll vote. We'll take votes on like who do you think had the best comments. There we go.
And he uses careful words like potentially misleading or I'm sorry you guys felt
I'm sorry you felt that way, Squadron. I'm sorry you felt that way.
Facts don't care about your
During
fifis,
several
John.
recent Indieland events,
Well, I'm sorry you feel that.
press interviews, and podcasts, I went on record saying where the money was going to and that the Open Hand Foundation had worked with various organizations. At different points, the foundation had been in communication with or considered several of them, but it was not appropriate for me to make such statements when final actions had not yet been taken. The Open Hand Foundation's goal was to make a large impact by donating the money to the right place. And a lot of the conversations that were had with various organizations involved the funds not being restricted or came with extremely high administrative costs. Look, any way you say this, action needed to be taken. And to that point, I'm sorry. I'm
All right, we already
disappointed.
watched this part of the video.
All the money that we
Skip
aggregate.
it. There we go.
Statement in this that I want to get into, but let's look at the other evidence that Gerard has posted in his description real quick. The other response that Gerard gives is this one link right under the OHF termination of private status. There's no description to what this is, but opening this piece of evidence, it's the IRS extend time to assess excise taxes, which again is all related to the Open Hand Foundation being the taxpayer of, I guess, whatever redacted area this is. And again, this is the...
What are you laughing? What are you laughing about? Squashing?
Lady
Caution.
Nerd Artist with 5. What if zombies are just people with Alzheimer's and they just forget to die?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Sweet, sweet heavenly Jesus.
We're gonna put Nerdy in the grave.
If
amount of liability for-
I didn't shave my head yesterday, I was going to lose the hair today.
Yeah, if you
Chapter
didn't shave
42
it, you'd be
excise
white
tax
right now.
imposed on the taxpayer by section 4940 or 4945 of the Internal Revenue Code during the period January 1st, 2016 to 2020.
Oh, this feels like an Augie stream, Jesus.
A little bit.
And it may be assessed at any time on or
Before hours.
May 5th,
Instead of
2025.
after hours.
Yeah, you have the before hours. You know, that needs to be...
Where is she coming from?
the before hours.
Before hours merch coming soon.
Yeah.
Again, this is page 2 of 2, and there's not actually a first page that I can see. What
You see, I think everyone just enjoys seeing the little gif of people dancing. You know,
does
people's
this
got the
provide?
moves.
Even watching Gerard's response video and scrumming all the way through it like 10 times, I could not find this exact receipt shown. He put it in the description. I ask, what the fuck is it even there for? Cool, you asked for a consent to extend the time to assess miscellaneous excise taxes. That's great. It seems like you filed some continuation.
Oh, no.
With open hands and empty minds.
my God. I don't know if Squatch is going to be able to function this morning.
Again, what relevance does this have to the public-private charity?
my
It
face
just
hurts.
exists there to exist. Then, of course, he provided the last piece of evidence, which, again, from his end, is the OHF audit. So here you can read that they've gotten this audit stamped, and again, April 12, 2016. What's important is they're literally looking at tax periods ending December 31st, 2014. Dear sir or madam, based on our audit of the tax periods listed above, you continue to qualify for exemption.
Wait, get me the Alzheimer's shot. John just replaced Augie today. Oh, no.
Yep. Does that make me Boblax because I smoke pot and I'm Canadian?
Ooh. How well do you eat treats? Tweets. Blah, I can't speak.
Hey, I read a mean tweet, John. You know this.
Ooh, true.
Exemption from federal income tax under section 501c3 of the
What does that make K-Huck? Eat Turkey Tom?
She'd be the Nick.
Oh. Oh my god, Pidgey with a 5. Maybe that's why Scooby-Doo... Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Why did I say Scooby-Doo on that? Sorry. Maybe that's also why zombies eat the whole body of someone as opposed to just straight for the brains. They just forgot where the brain was.
He does. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Jesus.
the IRC. What bearing this has to the question of the charitable foundation after 2014, it makes no sense.
Marvel.
Yeah, you were cool before 2014.
What's Marble say?
With the laughing I've done, I think I should get a flat on the 7th layer of hell. Thanks.
Oh my god, we're all going there. We're all joining
We're moving in, yo.
Yeah.
We're gonna take over
the neighborhood. Oh god.
2014. I can actually acknowledge it because the IRS claims that based on their audit for the tax period, December 31st, 2014, that's when they ended assessing. You're good and gravy. And at the end of the day, even if they had a 2022 tax period ended, it would have absolutely quelled me personally when it comes to wondering about the money and the finances, because an audit literally just proves that the money was absolutely moved.
Oh my god, can you imagine the shorts that are gonna come out of this? one stream.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing.
Oh no. Oh no no no. Oh no no no.
McMuffin.
Properly.
It's gonna be a rager.
Oh my god.
It would never actually address the main criticism, which is that the money was actually solicited through, I would say, misleading statements, actual misleading statements. And I've shown you an amalgamation of it. One of those misleading statements is actually so bad that we're going to assess it once more. He mentions that the statements that he was making in regards to the Indieland fundraiser, when he was up there talking about, yeah, we work with so-and-so organization, yeah, we're so-and-so's funding partner, these were potentially implying that donations had been made when they had not yet been.
PG.
That is fucking...
Oh no.
Remember what the neighborhood was like before this?
Neither
does Gerard's mom.
Oh my god, Squatchin, you gave John the Alzheimer's before we could start the charity.
Shit.
Oh god, remember charities are supposed to help people. I guess the lesson got forgotten.
Oh god. The jokes write themselves.
Legally speak, and that is you literally trying to downplay actual misleading claims, which is where we looked into charity fraud as a definition. Again, I want to reiterate, charity fraud, according to the legal match definition that I have over here, says that when someone takes advantage of a charitable or nonprofit organization for their own personal gain. Fraud is defined as intentional deception or misrepresentation made.
Oh god, if people are acting like this, if the audience is acting like this for the Gerard stream, imagine what it's going to be like for the Prince Kai stream tomorrow.
Oh shit.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm looking forward to it, and not at the same time because of the chaos you all are going to start.
For
shit.
Personal gain. Defrauding a charity can be anything from falsely claiming to be a victim of a disaster in order to get money from a charity, or stealing donations from the collection tin. Fraudulent activity can also occur when the people make dishonest or inflated claims about how much money they've raised or how much it helps the cause. Some of the most common ways to commit charity fraud include pretending to be a charity or falsely claiming to be affiliated with a legitimate charity in order to solicit donations.
And tell me, Squadron, what would you say Gerard did in that instance? Squadron?
I forget.
Oh my god. you oh my. Some would say, Squatchin, that he was saying that he was working with other charities to help donate. Wouldn't you say, Squatchin? Jesus.
Yes.
Making false representations about the cause or the amount of money that will be donated to the cause. So again, if he was blatantly honest during Indieland about, yeah, we're not actually donating the money this fucking year to AFTD and a lot of these organizations, we're just kind of stockpiling this money up so we can make a big restricted donation later, there would be no fucking story, okay? The whole story exists because people were misled into believing that their money was going year over year to charity when it was really just fucking sitting in an account. That's the real story right there. That's where the money was handled poorly.
And that's what the reporting shows. And Gerard can't deny that. He admits that. So he's lost. You lose, sir. Thank you. Good day.
Gerard L.
Gerard
That's
Massive
what we're sitting
L.
at right now.
You couldn't complete this one, buddy.
That's what is
Well, I
the
think
proof
he's done,
that
that's for
Gerard
sure.
is not
Yeah.
only deceptive in this situation, but he's also a poor steward of the fucking donation money, right? That's literally the actual crux of the argument. Now, I want to bring light into one specific statement that he made in particular that really hit me.
brother and I started a foundation called the Open Hand Foundation that raises money for dementia research and treatment for organizations all over the world. We're soon going to be partnering up with the Alzheimer's Association, currently working with the University of San Francisco.
We're currently working with. Now, Gerard, if you can't give them money, how are you working with them? How?
Maybe he forgot.
Jesus, Squatchin.
San Francisco.
Hey, Iron Duck said it too. I'm not alone in that.
Their main funding support partners.
Their main funding support you having me mess up, Jesus. But he's saying that they're the main funders of their research.
Going into all of this.
So, currently working with the University of San Francisco, and we're one of the main funding partners for them, one of the main support partners. Think about the layers to that statement once again. Ladies...
Oh no, I think we just got back-to-back donations there. Pidgey with a 10. If only he donated to Make-A-Wish, those kids would have remembered. Unfortunately, they would have been around long enough to tell anyone open hand and close caskets. Gents.
Oh Jesus!
We know the Kaiwi show will be a hit. Lady Nerd.
Oh, it's already started.
Lady Nerd.
It's already started.
Boy, don't you just feel like we got a slap in the face with that one, Squash?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I'm starting now too. I'm an awful person. I'm an awful person.
You gotta secure your apartment in the 7th layer of hell. Okay.
True. Yeah.
Penthouse suite.
Oh, I heard the rent's pretty good there, though. You know.
Oh yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, in Indieland 2022, this is where this clip was from. He confirms that he's working with the UCSF. That's a confirmation right there. And even goes as far as to saying they're the main funding partners. That means that he has to know that they're actively sending money to this organization, and they're sending money at such a level that they would be considered the upper echelons of the UCSF's donors in general. To reiterate...
Upper echelon, but they never gave them a dime.
Again, per the initial correspondence, Jacques Khalil, who represented the Open Hand Foundation, writing to...
Oh my god, Iron Duck says, lady, the Kai show is gonna be a banger.
...us, mentions the...
smashing hit, no.
Oh god.
Oh god.
UCSF as a historical contribution.
Hold on to your shirts.
So again, while they're still evaluating charities that fit their utopian worldview, somebody is fucking lying in this situation, okay? And for Gerard to publicly state that in 2022...
This is me being literally the most charitable I can to him. Because if we're going to believe the statement that he didn't know that the money wasn't being given to where he thought it was being given to till 2022. So that means what Gerard is implying there is his family members, whether it be his brother, his father, or someone else up on the board, was lying to him where the money was going. Oh my god, I feel like I'm seeing stars after Lady Nerd Artist donations. Tomorrow's stream is gonna lay us all out on the floor. Oh god.
Is incredibly wrong. The definition of charity fraud that I keep reiterating involves when that fraudulent activity can occur when you make those dishonest or inflated claims about the money that is being raised and how much it has helped the cause and exactly what your organization is doing. Again, Gerard never played that fucking clip in his video. I don't know why. I feel like you should address this clip. If you made a misstatement, at least admit to the misstatement.
Yeah, exactly. That's effing exactly right, John. Hand closed, opened, if you will. Oh my god. Like a serious note, what he's doing is incredibly wrong. Yeah. So I'm sorry. Someone involved with the charity is lying. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Someone involved is lying, and they need to be outed now.
They're not safe to have around a charity if they're going to be fucking up this bad.
Because if they're telling Gerard one thing and nothing's actually being done, that's a problem. But again, that's if we're being extremely charitable to Gerard. Gerard could have known everything and still continue to lie so that way he could get the money from this.
Right? It really felt like when they're talking about potentially misleading, I don't think it's potentially misleading. That's pretty fucking misleading. I'll just say personally.
Yeah, especially when you're saying that you are the main supporter of a college dedicated to researching the problem that you're supposedly against. Iron Duck, they're not lying, they just forgot to tell the truth.
Oh, dear
I'm not
God.
lying to you, I just forgot to tell you this one detail.
Personally speaking. And again, to reiterate from the original video is that if Gerard was honest about them raising money with the intention of stockpiling it for a larger donation, this wouldn't be an issue. But over the course of the last couple of years, the amount of misleading statements about his involvement with other organizations have been alarming. It's a clear contradiction to what he tells the public during his event versus what the organization at least told us privately in writing when we inquired about the situation from them, which is that they're still evaluating organization. They even asked if me and Carl, investigating into the situation, would even recommend any charities to them. Like, dog.
I don't know. Any researcher? Oh shoot, I accidentally clicked on their podcast. One sec. Like, seriously, like, could you imagine that, Squatchin? Like a charity that's supposed to know where to put their money. Like, they're, oh yes, like, what would you recommend?
Organizations across the board, and he was like, it'd be really cool if we did a show all about raising money for
what I say at surface value. If I don't provide receipts, you as a viewer should question me on any statement that I make. That's just logical. Again, for Gerard to make this video without providing any of these receipts and downplaying the misleading statements that he made is so fucking legally, like, it's just legalese.
And to give you an idea on like how well, so like 49k likes for Mudahar, not even 1k dislikes, and the video has 1 million views.
Yeah. This is a good video. Muda always puts out good work.
Oh yeah. I've worked for a charity organization / very well known thrift shop, and I can tell you from experience, charities try to get away with a lot. Be careful who you donate to. Yeah. But again, if you're a charity organization dedicated to like donating to researchers, you should know where to donate. You shouldn't have to ask people who are investigating you where to donate.
At this point. Again, if you had evidence of your discussions with these organizations, please present an email correspondence with these organizations. So then he mentions the unrestricted, restricted donation types, which, again, we were mentioning throughout the course of this investigation, especially towards after the first initial video. So he mentions the difference between donation types, how restricted donations typically are going toward specific causes in a charity versus unrestricted donations that the charity, when you give it to them, are fully allowed to take it, like whatever, they're fully allowed to allocate that money wherever it goes. So why didn't he mention in his own video, again, let me play it, when he says that his foundation raised funds in an unrestricted manner with the intention to restrict donations?
The Open Hand Foundation raised
Lady Nerd
funds
Artist,
in an
damn it.
Oh my god, empty head, mommy. Is this money gone?
The one before that.
Oh my god, sometimes we forget the real reason charities exist is, oh wait, just Gerard's mom. Jeez. Oh lordy lord, oh
You guys
lordy
are
lord,
great.
lordy lord.
unrestricted manner with
We're
the
gonna have
intention
such
to
good company.
Yeah.
restrict a larger donation towards dementia research. Larger restricted donations ensure clear measures and direction, but can take time.
So again, why wasn't this mentioned in any public event? If you found out things were wrong in 2022, why didn't an indie
Exactly, and that's what I was saying from day one. I think pretty much everyone was saying that from day one, to be fair. But like, if you found out in 2022, why was a statement never released? And in 2023, you continued to say that any donations, any memberships, any monetization aspect for your YouTube side of the Indieland stream, how come you never said that you were waiting for a big donation? How come you said that you were going to give it to this charity, to that researcher, to this university? How come you kept doing that? Gerard, in the best way I can take it, you were extremely misled and naive. In the one that we should probably all really take right now is that you are a liar and you are extremely dishonest, and you should never be trusted with anything of this sort ever again. Power Paw Prince says, I have a throne reserved already for Duck. Oh my God.
Disneyland 2023, did you make a public statement that said, yeah, guys, the money that I thought was being sent, it's actually still with us, but we are actually planning to send it in a restricted donation.
Oh my God.
So we just need to raise more money, and then we can send it all as one lump sum and do some serious change and move the needle, quote unquote. Why did you not just say that? If you were honest, we wouldn't have a story to cover. The fact that this wasn't relayed, and you still mentioned charities as of weeks ago. You still mentioned these charities when you were still
poor, sweet, innocent Spectre.
evaluating them to us in writing is clear misstatements to the public. You should have been very forthcoming about all of this. And again, why is it that you're so cool talking about this in your response video when literally about a month ago, if you go back to our Discord call together, all three of us, you said, that's not fucking cool when you found out about this situation. And you got personally involved to move it.
I knew it was sitting there at a certain point, and that's what made me proactively go about it. Like,
do you know when that point was?
I was made aware in 2021 when the money hadn't moved yet.
Wait. He was aware in 2021 that the money wasn't moved.
And how many times after that did he say, oh, we're donating, we're working with blah, blah, blah?
Oh, several times, as that compilation I showed you earlier showed.
And that's what made me go, that's not fucking cool. And that's when I got personally involved to move it. And
did anyone...
2021, last year, 2022.
Yeah, did anyone tell...
2022, okay, he misspoke.
You that the money was going somewhere before then? Were you being misled?
No one told me anything. I assumed that it was all going to a charity, and I assumed incorrectly.
Again, if this was the intention to have a mass restricted donation, why not just tell us in the call? Either you lied to us then, or you...
I bet you everyone on the board was like, crap, this is a PR nightmare. What are we gonna do? This is awful. We're not gonna last. So they're like, you know what? Let's save what little PR we can. And they did a massive donation, and then they had Gerard film that video. I guarantee you that's what happened. It was a big scramble at the last minute.
You're lying to us now. And what about this point where you wanted somebody to come out and talk up your event as well too? It doesn't sound like that's part of a restricted donation. It sounds like you were looking for a partnership where I guess you were both benefiting each other from a public relations standpoint. Why wasn't this mentioned in...
I don't know. I think Muda meant to put some gameplay here, but he didn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, as long as we could still hear it, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Mike, you missed some stuff, man. You missed some stuff.
If your long-term goal is a restricted donation, why are we digging up and looking at constant contradictions to that intended goal? Why are you shocked that the money is there? You could have told us in that Discord call, hey guys, the money is supposed to be there. We're just...
Oh no. Moyo Mike renewed his membership. He scared me there for a second. I'm not gonna lie. He scared me for a second. Like, oh no, Mike's getting on this too.
Building it up for a restricted fund. There can only be one truth, and I ask if this was truly a long-term intention that you should have calmly relayed to us in a Discord call that we had, and this would have easily quelled me. Instead, you chose to tell me that's not fucking cool when you find out, right? And also, I just want to ask about the full call itself. I don't have any issues releasing this full call. If Gerard is okay and Carl are okay consenting to releasing this call in full, I personally don't care. This call
I think it should have been released separately.
Yeah.
should be out if these people feel comfortable. Again, the only reason that call was not released is because there is some off-the-record components of the call in regards to the mother of the situation. This new narrative doesn't really work when Gerard refers to us in that call, and this is a clip you've never heard yet.
From opening my mouth and saying what my mind just told me to say.
Please don't.
Where he refers that we were one of the primary reasons the money needed to be moved.
Lady Nerd Artist took care of it for me.
Wait, listen to this.
Narrative doesn't really work when Gerard refers to us in that call, and this is a clip you've never heard yet, where he refers that we were one of the primary reasons the money needed to be moved and why they were looking at moving the money as quick as they did. You don't believe me, right? I have a receipt right here. Listen to it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So as of now, the money, as far as your understanding, that $660,000 roughly is still sitting in your that charity account, waiting for a benefactor at the right time.
I mean, as of this week, we've been having conversations about moving it as early as today or tomorrow, just because the pressure I got from you guys. If I'm being
So Muda's the reason why that money got donated in the first place, and yet you're still threatening to sue him. Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
quite honest. Not that I was trying to save face, but like, this is a private fight that I've been dealing with for months with my family, and I
Wait, so your family won't donate the money? That's so. I was right. His family, for some reason, isn't letting the money be donated, or wasn't letting it be donated for a long time.
Why?
I'd donate more, but I'm in a financial rut, just why tomorrow we'll be doing a drinking stream-a-thon. Every $50, we'll be add another hour to the stream, capping it at 12 hours. Oh, that's awesome, Mike. Yeah,
I've got my selections of alcohol ready.
Yeah, you guys. I mean, oh my God, you guys have been awesome with the donations. But I do need to clarify, you guys are not required to ever donate. But thank you to the people who have donated. You all are awesome.
You guys are great.
I even told my family, hey, this is the last Indie Land I'm ever going to do, because this is the 10th year anniversary of my mom's passing. And when I kind of found all this information out, I was very unhappy with what things were going. And
Lady Nerd for 2. Gerard forgot to censor himself like his mom did. Oh my God.
Oh
my
Jesus.
God.
You know,
you should
you
join,
are required
John?
to attend, by the way.
I
aren't
will-
you off tomorrow?
I am off
Because you
tomorrow.
have
Yes.
A.
the ramifications
Some
of this are going
fireball.
to be massive for everything I've ever
I
done.
won't be drinking, but I can join the call.
in the space.
I'll drink for you.
So we were apparently one of the main reasons, and there was a private fight with the dad and the family. If the money was always intended to be restricted,
Wait, oh, Peepaw wasn't getting out of the way there for a second.
Midna.
Oh no, what did Midna say? When you learn how to pole dance, I'll donate. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Okay, what kind of donation are we talking about, Midna? I can learn how to pole dance. It depends on what you're going to be throwing my way. You get what I mean?
It's great cardio, John. No lie.
Yeah.
Build you some upper arm strength.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Midna, talk. I'll DM you. We'll talk numbers. We'll figure things out.
Why the fuck would you not relay this to any of us in that call, all right? We would have I would have probably believed you and said, it's probably a restricted donation. Well, you should probably have been more forthcoming about that to the public. But when you keep telling us privately how when you found out, that's not fucking cool. This is a private fight between my dad, family, and whatnot. Again, it really sounds like you guys aren't on the same page, really. So I ask, what is the truth of the situation? So inside this, he mentions the fundraiser foundation's expenses explicitly include the golf fundraiser and Indieland.
Menezes, I got ones for you.
And operational costs and various fees for the last 9 years have totaled up to $178,951.17. We're getting down to the pennies at this point.
The foundation's expenses include costs for the golf fundraiser and Indieland, operational costs, and various fees, totaling for $178,951.17 worth of expenses over the last 9 years. It's also factually inaccurate that all the money the foundation received in 2023 is unaccounted for.
Now, I don't know why he's jumping to 2023. Even in my most recent video, when I talk about the donation that they made, the $600,000, the closest I even go into it when I mention, of course, the audit is that obviously I want to know the full accounting of the money there. Because they made those donations, I do firmly believe that they could probably pass the audit. They obviously have the funds, and I believe that they probably are sitting in their account, okay? I just want to see a full breakdown. As they are a public charity, they should give an exact dollar amount. These books should not be pried from their hands. They should be opened in their hands, so to speak. But ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to the 2023 funds, the $600,000 that they're giving obviously isn't the complete amount. There still needs to be an audit done on their charity just for various other income sources to be properly audited, assessed. But the thing about this whole thing that I'm also wondering is the money that is probably raised from something like Indieland 2023, which we haven't even seen reflected in the books, but obviously would be part of their accounting, should be donated, at least hopefully in due time, to the other charities that were named too. Remember, donating to charity, start breaking down the expenses and revenues and whatnot for 2023, a year that hasn't been publicly filed and is up for download and view for the public record, is just something that would be blatantly wild speculation, which is why jumping into that was pointless. There's plenty of information from 2014 to 2022 that you can reasonably assess and, come to reasonable conclusions. I don't know why Gerard is jumping to 2023. It might be just the fact that this is a complicated business situation. But again, why not stick to the focus of 2019, 2021, 2022, where, the actual assessments, at least by your accusers, as you claim, is actually being made?
Yeah, and again, he's threatening a lawsuit against Muda, but apparently Muda is also the main reason why the money got donated in the first place. So that makes sense.
How dare Muda get money donated? How dare he?
Yeah, I know. That makes a lot of sense, suing the person who's responsible for money to be donated that wasn't being donated, right?
Now, in this video, I just want to stress for the record, when it came to the golf tournament, some of the money that was pledged was apparently by Gerard and their own statements could have been rolled over into following years, right? Which absolutely is something that could happen, and I'm glad they clarified it. Again, the fact that he's out here mentioning numbers down to the penny shows that there is a QuickBooks, some accounting that's present. So I would be very much down to see these actual statements. A bank statement, an expense sheet. If you're itemizing and you're down to the dollar, clearly you have this information. And I just want to see it. I think most people want to see it. And you're a public charity, you should be showing it. It shouldn't be pried from your hands. So again, it contradicts on what these filings have even been for the last 9 years, where again, according to their actual filings, we're looking at somewhere around $125,000. So these are expenses that I tabulated up from 2015. Remember, 2014 actually had no expenses. So this all adds up to $125,395. Remember, he said very clearly in the last 9 years. So 2015.
Okay, so those are the only expenses. Let's see. Mag, if you still here, you gotta have Dark Souls boss music playing during the roast reels. Oh my god. Oh god.
Gerard was gonna donate it, but he forgot.
Oh my god.
1,
Till
2,
Muda showed up.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, again, obviously being a public charity, they probably have a shortfall in expenses in 2023, which I'm sure we'll see in the filings if we're going by 9 years, as in we're including 2023. Again, if you added 2014 as the first of the 9 years, it would be $0. So again, you have the books, you have the accounting. Just, again, if you could show us the receipts, that's all anybody would have asked. It would easily shut people up. Another key mention here is when he talks about the Twitch bits and subscriptions. And along with merch and various sales, these offset production costs.
Income from Twitch subscriptions and bits, along with merchandise, have offset some of the production costs. So to say the money is missing is simply wrong.
So instead of using that money for donations, you used Twitch and like super chat money to offset to offset your cost, apparently.
Also, to be clear, Indieland does not make money on YouTube. We typically stream only on Twitch. And when we did simulcast to YouTube, we made little to no money.
If we actually look into the Indieland branding right here, you can see that when it comes to at least Indieland 2023 and Indieland 2022, on the branding on their own public videos on YouTube, they write that all bits, subs, donations go to the Open Hand Foundation, right? So all bits, subs, donations, all of that touches the Open Hand Foundation. They also mentioned that simulcasting to YouTube, they made little to no money. Again, what is little to no money? That could mean a lot of, that's a
Exactly, especially when you're streaming on a channel that has over 1 million subs. What was the money?
Yeah.
Now, I know YouTube takes a 30% cut, but guess what? Twitch's cut's worse. It's 50%.
Mm-hmm.
pretty subjective statement. Is it $0? Is it like $50? What is the accounting there? And here's the thing, there were no receipts of any of these income sources, right? We never saw like a year-by-year receipt of how many Twitch bits they made, the cut that went to Amazon, and all of this shit. We're just supposed to take him at his word. And it contradicts when he said none of that money he makes from Twitch or any of these sources goes to them. They take 0% and not a penny. So how can you publicly say you're not touching a single penny from this money? And then now, in a response video, claim that, yeah, some of it is offsetting production costs. Come on, don't you guys know?
Income from Twitch subscriptions and bits, along with merchandise, have offset some of the production costs.
All bits, all donations, all super chats, all YouTube memberships, basically anything that's tied to donating or subscribing in a financial way to us is going to charity. We're not touching any of it. It's all going for a good cause. We're going to have a great weekend. We have a lot of games.
Point is that reasonably, I was just seeing if the revenue listed on the Open Hand Foundation's public tax filings was absolutely 100% definitive. So I had 4 income sources, right? The Tiltify donation, which goes right from Tiltify to the Open Hand Foundation's bank account, the grants from Jamie Lee Curtis, and the possible difference of money that, again, looking at their own goddamn branding from 2022 and 2023, all bits, subs, and donations go to the Open Hand Foundation. So yes, they are all getting sent to the Open Hand Foundation, and they should be shown as revenue. Again, then I also looked into the golf revenue, and what the mismatch I found was when I added the Tiltify and the Jamie Lee Curtis, the amount of money that could reasonably be given as a leeway to the golf, revenues and the Twitch, YouTube revenues, that seemed a bit suspicious to me. Now, this is a key point that Gerard can use to provide the books and shut any speculation or any assumptions out completely. Remember, if anybody has the hardline proof for the books, it's him, and he can provide those receipts. So in this video, he claims the 2019 Indieland net proceeds were $82,409.19.
The 2019 Indieland's net proceeds were $82,409.19.
Now, the information we used was $109,418, which are the 2019 preliminary total earnings. Again, if you want to get into the definition of preliminary net income or preliminary earnings, it's a term used to refer to the total expected net income of a business and organization before any final adjustments are made. Now, again, if you had this number, $82,409.19, you clearly have it. Why don't you show us an actual accounting of it? Why don't you show us the actual receipt on the video? He does.
Because he can't. Because if he does, it screws him over. Because I think we talked about this during our initial response for this, but his lawyers, or more probably the Open Hand Foundation's lawyers, looked through that video with a fine-tooth comb to make sure it was presentable.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't. He just gives us a number and expects me to just reasonably believe it, which again, looking at all of the misstatements he's made, how am I reasonably supposed to take anything this man says as gospel? And again, why wasn't this posted at all? Again, I tried to look up this number, $82,409.19, just to see if Indieland actually amended this and made another public post about the 2019 earnings. I seriously couldn't find any actual post about Indieland 2019 and $82,409. So again, why wasn't this updated? Again, if you have the numbers, please show the exact receipt of it. Then he also mentions the revenue from the golf tournament is $31,371.55.
And when combined with $31,371.55 in revenue from the golf tournament and $10,000 from a direct supporter, it adds up to $123,780.74.
Again, if you have the revenue for it, please provide a receipt. He doesn't provide anything on the screen or in the description of the video. So anybody that says, but Muda, there's a lot of receipts here. Where the fuck are they? Are they in the room with me? I can't see.
I love how fired up Muda gets in like videos like this, man.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to even the one statement he made about the UCSF and the main funding partners, that clearly contradicts what the Open Hand wrote to us. Again, he keeps mentioning embezzlement when that wasn't even the point. No one is claiming that you're embezzling or even cooking the books. Now, that's a pretty serious claim to be making in regards to embezzlement and forgery and everything. But I want to whittle it instead of letting this whole situation conflate out the charity fraud, which, again, audits, even if they happen, and even if every dollar is properly accounted for, which, like I said earlier, given the fact that they made a donation, I'm sure that they could actually beat an audit. But just because you beat an audit doesn't mean you're clear out of the situation. The principal complaint, the principal accusation here, was the fact that there was charity fraud. Misstatements were happening.
Uh-oh. PG with a 5, Muda can scare the Alzheimer's out of people while Kyle can put it back into them with his hands. His open hand.
Oh, God.
You were raising money without properly declaring the intentions and the goals of this charity. You had mentioned directly working with actual other charitable organizations or groups, misrepresented those situations.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that Muda won this. Big Muda W.
Muda W.
Yeah.
Indeed.
All right, before we read out all of the lovely members of the channel, and before we do the outro music, and oh my god, Prince Kai released his debate with Smaggle Daggle as a 12-minute video. Oh my god, shit. we have so much content for tomorrow. Also, that's a... I'm sorry, Muda. I'm sorry. That's a bad...
Well, I mean, if he's in America now, I'm assuming he's in California.
All right. So we're gonna read some of the donations here, and we're gonna figure out which is the best one. Okay. What started us off with was Pidgey. And he said, his first one is, I would have given Gerard the W if, in his response, if he had just said to Muda was, shoot, my mom must have passed her Alzheimer's to me because I don't remember asking for your opinion. Yeah. And then he follows that up with Gerard. Listen, I give them the money. They don't remember that I give it to them. Might as well call them the Goldfish Foundation. Then, big, awesome thank you to Critical Shogun. Oh my god, did Pidgey donate again? Pidgey donated again.
Yes.
5. Yeah, you gotta love Kai's girlfriend's makeup. She calls it the Open Hands Foundation.
Oh god.
Oh, that joke works for both streams.
Yep.
Lady Nerd Artist with her 5. Pidgey, your allegations of the mother is incorrect. She forgot to show up. Lady Nerd Artist, Nerdy John. Give it a year and everyone will forget about this. In about a month, so did Gerard's mom. Lady Nerd Artist with a 5. The accountant was the completionist's mom. She forgot to file. That's Pigeon with a 5, and that's why zombie mom needs brains to help them remember things. The Lady Nerd Artist with a 5.
These are so good.
What if the zombies are just people with Alzheimer's and they forgot how to die? And then Pidgey with a 5 says, maybe that's why zombies eat the whole body of somebody as opposed to just straight for the brains. They forgot where the brain was. Pigeon with a 10. If only he donated to Make-A-Wish, those kids would have remembered.
This is my favorite.
Unfortunately, they wouldn't have been around long enough to tell anyone. Open hands and open caskets, gents.
Closed caskets.
Closed caskets.
Jesus.
I feel like I'm seeing stars after Lady Nerd Artist. Oh wait, sorry. Lady Nerd Artist's $2 donation says, "We know Kaiwi show will be a hit." And then
Pidgey responds with,
I feel like I'm seeing stars after Lady Nerd Artist's donation. Tomorrow's stream's gonna lay us out on the floor. And then Mike the Bike renewed his membership, which thank you so much. And then
Thank you, Mike.
Lady Nerd Artist finishes off with, Gerard forgot to censor himself like the mom did. And then Muda can scare the Alzheimer's out of people, while Carl can put it back into them with his hands. Then the final donation is, yeah, you gotta love Kai's girlfriend's makeup. She calls it the Open Hand Foundation. Oh my god, thank you guys so much. I think this is the highest we've ever had in terms of donations. So I mean, like, seriously. Thank you.
Y'all are the MVPs. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart. I was telling funny enough, I was telling Squatchin, I don't think we'll reach the goal for this month because I had to take that week off, but you guys proved me wrong. And then shout out to always. First, we have to thank the super nerds who went further beyond, which is Pigeon Salad, Xylee Gets Real, and Seth. Thank you all so much. And then we have our super nerd ones to thank. We have Lady Nerd Artist, The Gaming Witch, JC, Weird Collar Guy, Chris the Narc, Spectre, Maggot Edits, Jessica Pizzle, Daniel J, Strictly Pagic, Annie, Marble, D-Max, Mike the Bike, Peepaw Riveter, and K-Huck. If you guys want shouted out at the end of every live stream, it's only $1.99 to become a member of the Nerdy John channel. Squatchin, do you have any shoutouts that you would like to do?
After this, I'm gonna hop onto Baldur's Gate and we're gonna do a little bit more questing. And yeah, the link for that should be in the group chat.
Awesome. Yeah. And yeah, hang on, pinned. Yep, there we go. Copy. Give Squatchin all the love and support. She's almost affiliated, guys. We gotta get her to
almost.
That.
I just need the numbers in chat.
Yeah.
The goal is to be monetized for the new year. Even better if it could be by Christmas.
Yeah, which would be awesome if we could get it to that point. But yeah.
Midna's excited. She loves Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. Oh, I still need to play the new one. But anyway, guys. Squatchin, you got something to tell the audience?
Bye.
Bye, chat. Gotta give it a minute for the song to start. That's what happens when you don't have the song preloaded. You gotta wait. You gotta wait some time for it. You gotta wait for that buffer to stop. But seriously, guys, thank you all so much. I'm very excited for tomorrow's show. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be very, very awesome. If this song could start, please start. We might be ending this with no outro song, which I would be very... There we go.